Welcome everyone. This video is about what your live pet wants you to know. Doesn't matter if it's a lizard, a horse, a dog, a cat, whatever you have for a pet, this is going to be what they want to say to you. So the first thing that will be important is to bring that pet into your mind's eye. So think about the pet. You might write the pet's name down to really connect with the pet. You want to send this pet the energy that, hey, I'm going to communicate with you. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware of it, but pets really get information through symbols and pictures, like movies, okay? So if you ever receive like an image of your head and it comes out of nowhere and your pet's staring at you, it's probably because they sent you a little mini movie. So that is just a little piece of information that when your pet is really intently staring at you and you want to receive a message, remember it won't come in really words, it will come in pictures. So pay attention to the pictures on these cards, even if you're not familiar with them, and try to tune in to see what your pet is trying to say to you. So without any further ado, take a deep breath in, think about your pet, and select one of these piles. You selected the first pile. Your pet has a message for you right now. Your pet wants you to know that it might need a healing, right? It might not feel the best. Maybe it drank stale water or something to do with, sometimes the water gets old for pet and it can get bacteria in it and things like that. This can also indicate a pet with a mobility issue, like maybe it got a thorn in its foot or something. At any rate, it needs some type of a minor. I don't feel like this is major, but I feel like it could have even stepped on something while running outside. But I feel like it's just a very minor issue, and if you pay attention to your pet, you will for sure be able to discover if it has a mild type of issue that needs to be cleared up. The Queen is your pet wants you to know it gets enthusiastic when it sees you. So it wants to see a little bit more of you. So maybe you have been gone a little bit and your pet is like, oh, do you think that you could spare some time and groom? When's the last time you groomed your pet or spent some time, quality time with your pet? And then this is that your pet is like sometimes wants to go down a different path, like it just wants to be taken somewhere else to walk, or somewhere it wants a different food dish, or it wants something else. It's got a big desire here for something to change. And maybe some of you have been talking about changing something in your pet. Something's going to change and the pet has overheard you and realizes, hey, there could be a change coming and it would like some more information about what that change is. This is definitely the best card in the deck. This is your pet sending you lots of love. I love, 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 love you. Now, for a few of you, your pets might have bladder issues. Like they might not be able to hold it as long. So it's just telling you, hey, my bladder is getting a little bit full and sometimes I can't hold it. So some of your pets are telling you that clean the water dish. They would like the water dish cleaned. Some of your pets are like, as the weather gets colder, they might need additional protection from the outdoors. And this definitely is a card where they're pointing in a new direction. They're pointing at something. They're pointing that something's going to change. And then some of your pets, this talks about a difficult heat cycle. This is where the eggs on her dress. So they might be going through a difficult heat cycle and they just need a little bit more tender, loving care. So the message of your pet is the healing, a little bit more attention. Something's going to be changing. Now, your pets can also sense a change if you're moving. Some of you might be relocating. Your pet's like, hey, what's up? I hear all this talk. We might be leaving. But big love in the end. Your pet wants you to know that it loves you dearly. For those of you who selected the second or this option for a card, your pet message begins now. And we have pets with strange behaviors. This is the Moon card. So this means that they could be doing things at night, like maybe they're barking excessively, or maybe they're running around at night. And it also, for some of your pets, they're hearing the wildlife at night and it's disturbing them. Like they can hear the coyotes running or howling, or other neighborhood dogs even howling or barking. And some of you, your pets are indicating a fear of the nighttime or fear of storms. This can be fears, underlying fears. It can also be like if your pet has a health condition that's not easily diagnosed, such as a Lyme disease caused by a wild animal, like maybe a wild animal, such as a deer, and it got like a tick or something in it, and it's needs to be tested for a variety of tick-borne illnesses. So if your pets are having symptoms like that, be sure to take them in and have that done. This pet is very social. There's more than one person getting its attention. It's trying to get attention, and if you have other pets, it will try hard to get the most attention. It's like an attention, like, look at me, pay attention to me, and it might even do a little bit of destructive habits, like getting up on the counter or something destructive in order to gain the attention. It really definitely wants the extra attention. Someone is angry or has been angry at the pet recently, so they expressed a little bit of anger, and the pet is talking about, well, I just heard those harsh words. Now, they don't always understand the words, but they can feel the energy of harsh words. So there's been harsh words, and the pet did not like that. It was like acting like a drama queen, like, yes, it might have made a mess, and here's the pet kind of cowering away because the angry words were being expressed at it, and it's like, I don't like those angry words, please. And so if your pet is doing a behavior that you don't want, send them the image of what you do want. So if you want them to go to the bathroom outside, look at the pet and send the image of them going to the door, letting them out, and doing, whatever they need to do outside. So remember, they see things in movies. So this pet definitely does have some behavioral issues, okay? Because these 3 cards, so those of you who selected this deck, your pets are needing some kind of extra care, extra attention for an issue that they have. So just keep that in mind, and they will appreciate any efforts you make. For the 3rd pile of pets, we have a pet that wants to go outside, dig in the dirt, feel its feet on the ground. It wants to be outside more. It feels stronger when it gets out there and building up its muscles. It loves the outdoor. Here again, we've got the outdoor theme. This pet wants to be outdoors. If you have a pet that's outdoors, it wants to see what else is out there. It might feel like it's confined in a certain area, and it wants to be expanded. So maybe taking that cat or dog further away to see something so that they can see past it. Now, this is a very strong-willed pet. That's the Ace of Swords. So that pet is strong-willed. So if you think that you're going to set a boundary on it, you'll have to do that kind of in a little more manner that the pet actually knows that you're like the head of the pet or the herd boss, or however you want to call it, because that pet is going to exert some very strong willpower. And also, there is some decisions to be made in the house, and the pet is fully aware of that. And so if you have children, the pet might be wanting the attention of the children, or it's focused on the children, as in this is kind of childlike. So we've got 2 cards here with children. Now, this person is not focused on the pet, and these people are not focused on the pet. And so this might be that you have to clean your floors. Maybe the pet made a mess on the floor, and also that the pet wants you to be aware that it wants to be outside. This is outside. All these are outside. And here we have inside, but wants outside. The child's heading out. I want out. Let me out. Let me out more frequently, or change up my schedule. Change up my schedule a little bit so that I can, go out for walks and be outside more. So some of you, your pets, you'll be making some decisions here because it's the Judgment card. So you'll be making some decisions on your pet, and we'll pull another card to see how those decisions will turn out. And they'll turn out good. Everything will be in the pet's highest and best interest. So for those of you who have chosen this option and you're getting this card, I'm going to tell you that whatever issue is going on with your pet that you have to make a decision on, it will be the right decision. It's going to have a good outcome. And thank you for listening to this.